This is the Spider-Man Marvel Legends Infinite Series Spider-Man figure. The figure is part of the new Hobgoblin wave of 2015. This was released in the Manila, well, at hobby shops, February 2015. I'm not sure if they will be released local retail because we have a crazy importer. Anyway, here is the box and box art. As you can see, it's come with alternate hands and other accessories and whatnot. I'll show that to you in a while. Here's the rest of the assortment, and here's the build-a-figure Hobgoblin that you make. So before we begin, I'd like to make a few updates. Let's start with the anti-venom. I made a mistake. This is not, in fact, the Green Goblin's flame. I finally just decided to rip everything off the shelf, and as you can see, it's a much bigger flame. It's a totally new sculpt. So that's that. We'll show the Green Goblin again later when we do the Hobgoblin build-a-figure review. Anyway, so here is the Eddie Brock anti-venom, and here is the Eddie Brock toxin, sort of, without the black Spider-Man, get the hell out of there, without the black paint apps. I don't understand why Hasbro couldn't have done something like this on this figure, but anyway, so there he is. Again, I showed you during the review of the anti-venom, I showed you the regular Venom, Eddie Brock. Here is Carnage. And I made a mistake yet again. It does not use the Carnage hands. They just look like it, but they do use the Toxin hand. So this is entirely a Toxin body mold with different feet. He uses instead of the boots, he has the anti-static shoes. Joke. If you work in the clean room, you'll know what I mean. And this is the Eugene Flash Thompson Venom. So all the symbiotes right there. Oh, can't forget the original, right? Okay. Get that out of the way. Thank you. Sorry I don't edit. I don't want to edit. Too lazy. Alright. On to Spider-Man. So here he is. It's a great figure. I thought for a while they'd be recycling the Amazing Spider-Man mold. Apparently they didn't. I'll show that in a while. They used the Superior Spider-Man mold, I think. He comes with several accessories, but first he came with the what is this, the left leg? Number 1, yes, the left leg of the Hobgoblin. Yep, get that out of the way. And he came with 3 pairs of hands. He obviously, he has the sort of clinging on the walls, crouching type, open hands like that. This is nice when you're trying to do some dioramas and you have him on the wall. It's a nice, very nice sculpt for hands. Then he has the clenched fists, and all the hands are ball hinge hands, like they've got swivels and hinges. So he's got the clenched fist, and of course you cannot do without the thwip hands, which is very cool. Let's see if I can do that. Yep. And let me try and get the other open hand. This one holds. He also comes with a pizza, which is, I thought, pretty interesting. And you can he can hold it with the open hands. I think there's the melted cheese, sort of. You can stick that in the middle of his fingers, and it'll sort of stay there, I think, or not. I was able to do this last night. I don't know why I can't do it now. Well, you just have to settle with that. Okay. Alright, please. Okay, put it in the middle. And then he came with the with the half-open mask. I sort of refer to this as the MJ kissing head sculpt, which is not, she's not in a kissing pose, but this is how in the movie, the old Tobey Maguire movies, this is how he kissed in his Spider-Man costume. Oh man, get that thing in. Okay, there we go. So you can have him in some kooky poses. With that smiling head sculpt, and then he's got a pizza in one hand. That's pretty cool. I thought Hasbro did a wonderful job on this one by adding the extra hands, and then just adding a little bit more just to please the fans with the pizza and the open-faced head sculpt. So not that bad, not too bad of a gimmick right there. Put that back on. I think I'm gonna keep this masked version on and just keep that in a box somewhere. So let me just use the clenched fists for now. Okay, put that away. Okay, so like I mentioned before, they did recycle the mold. I thought it was going to be the Amazing Spider-Man mold. Apparently it's not. Then I thought it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like the Superior Spider-Man mold. But apparently, well, yes, it is. But it does kind of look bigger. So I think they used the Superior Spider... No, they didn't. My mistake. It's actually a new mold. I'm sorry. The legs might be the same as the Superior Spider-Man, but as you can see, the waist piece is very different. He's got a bigger waistline, a thicker waist right here than this one. The lower ab section is much bigger. Let me try and see if I can give you guys a close-up on that. As you can see, the whole torso is much slender, much taller than this one. As you can see, the shoulder pieces are much bigger. Definitely not the Superior Spider-Man mode, so my mistake. And not the Amazing Spider-Man. Here's some previous Spider-Man figures. Oh, let me see. Okay, there we go. Okay, and the big time Future Foundation Spider-Man. And the from the Spider-Man line, the black suited Spider-Man, which is a use of an older Hasbro mold. So as you can see, it's a very new mold. Very happy that Hasbro tried to do this one. Just it's a great use of some of the concepts, some of the engineering that the other molds use. So very nice on the part of Hasbro. We'll take all of these out for now. Onto the paint app. So Sculpt is great. I'm very happy with it. The only problem, maybe if I'm gonna be nitpicking it, is that the ball joint, the hip joint, just doesn't allow as much flexed articulation or poses on the figure because it's severely hindered by just the waist mold or the hip mold. So he can't even do the splits. He can't even do that crawling pose. It's very difficult. You'll have to find a way to just pose, to figure out and sort of bend it up like this. And it's very difficult. I wish there was a way they could have adjusted the clearances of the hips to make it more flexible. So he's got a ball jointed neck on a hinge, as I've already shown. Ab crunch, waist swivel. He's got a hinge to put his pecs out like that. And he's got a ball hinge on the shoulder. Bicep swivel that ratchets in and out. Bicep swivel, double jointed ratcheting elbows. Ball hinge wrists, as I've already pointed out, with interchangeable hands. He's got a ball jointed hips, as I mentioned. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees. No calf swivel. That would have been nice. That would have really helped this figure a lot when in the crawling poses. You could have swiveled that this way and it'd been really nice. So there you go. Ball hinge ankles with the rocker joint. So not a bad figure. Very nice. This paint apps. Sorry, I wanted to go with the paint apps before the articulation. There are some. There's like a lot of blemishes with the black bleeding into the red. It's a little bit sad that it had to happen. There's some imperfections on the stripes. It's the stripes that are sometimes misaligned to the left or right. Let me try and show you like this one. The circle should be right in the middle, but it's a little bit towards on his right side. They did a spider symbol very well, but as you can see, there's a little bit of, it's not chipping, it's just that they couldn't paint, when they applied the paint, there's the groove right there wasn't painted. And again, here you can already see the smudging of the black on the red. So a little bit imperfect on the paint apps, but they didn't put wash on the blue. They put a glossy finish. It's not a black wash. Overall, there's some, if you nitpick it, there's some minor imperfections, but all in all, the figure stands great, and I'm very, very pleased with it. And because of all the accessories, it's a new Spider-Man mold. I'm gonna go ahead and give this figure a 10 out of 10. I'm sure a lot of collectors are going to be after this figure, and you guys are in. We actually got lucky with this particular case assortment that Hasbro made. There's 2 Anti-Venoms and 2 Spider-Man figures, so collectors won't have a bit of a frenzy trying to hunt down everyone. Everybody else is single. There's 1 Daredevil, one of each of the Spider Girls, and one Miguel, one of those Miguel O'Hara figures. So yeah, there's a lot. It's not short packed, so that's great news. So best of luck to those who are all going to be hunting this figure down. So if you loved this video, thank you for thank you for putting up with all my non-editing inserts here and updates. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, click the thumbs up icon at the bottom, share it with your friends, tell everybody about it. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchases, Instagram for my toy sightings here in Manila. Check out all my video reviews are going to be posted here on Chefatron. This has been the Spider-Man Marvel Legends Infinite Series Spider-Man. Thanks for watching.